Hello anybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario RPG. I'm Mr. Devious, or just Deeb, and in the last episode we defeated the 6-door challenge of Bowser's Castle, and in today's episode we are gonna take it back. So let's continue on and push further, and then we come into this room.
This is Smithy's castle. No trespassers allowed.
And here we come to a boss fight with a red Magic Koopa. Magic Koopa, who you might remember, was actually in the opening sequence of the game as a boss battle who you never actually fight in the blue status up until this point. So we're gonna start with attacking him, as per usual, with our party members. Gino's got his new star gun, everybody's equipped with their ultimate weapons. Bowser, of course, hits the hardest. Magic Koopa has very low physical defense, so I hope I don't kill him too quickly, because he is a very easy boss fight. He has powerful magic, and he will strike you with it. Oh my god, that is quite a bit of damage, actually. We are going to take this opportunity to use a Max Mushroom on Bowser, because why not? Of course, you could also subscribe to the theory that this isn't just Magic Koopa, but this is Kamek. This is his high advisor based on some of the stuff we're going to be seeing. Magic Koopa doesn't have a whole lot of health, and I hope I don't kill him too quickly, but soon enough, into the fight, he will summon an egg and start using magic on it. This magic will summon it into the fight as a monster, Bahamut. He can use one of two other monsters, but Bahamut just happens to be one of them. I'm going to try and show off all three monsters that can appear by, first we're going to take care of the Bahamut, which is just no big deal to deal with. It's really whatever. He might have used Flame Wall, but his magic attack is just not high enough to actually do significant damage to us. And we should be able to take care of this guy in due course. He does do alright physical damage though, so that takes care of that. He also has Blast, which is very strong magic attack with neutral magic, I think. And here he's going to summon another egg. Let's see what he's going to put into it. And it comes down as a King Bomb. You might remember this guy as the enemy that we fought all the way back when we were dealing with Punchinello. So here's the way this guy goes. He won't attack you aside from one attack that I've never seen before because he takes quite a while to explode. Let's just defend until then. And let's see what happens. Whoa! And that actually didn't do near as much damage as I thought we would have to worry about. So let's just hit Magic Koopa again, and then maybe we'll see if he'll summon the last enemy for us to worry about. Let's heal up while we're at it. Just to be careful. It's always nice to be cautious. Let's defend ourselves. I've actually been in a cycle of defending constantly, so I'm guessing this means that Magic Koopa is actually out of FP? Is that the case, or maybe do I just have to hit him? Yep, I think Magic Koopa is out of FP after he summons two monsters. Sadly, he summoned Bahamut instead of anything else. If he can also summon a Jinx clone, which is basically the same as Jinx, but a lot easier to kill than the real deal. But with that, you're done. Magic Koopa's an easy boss, not really much to him, but he does actually signal the start of a series of boss fights we're going to be doing. There is going to be a boss battle gauntlet, you can pretty much call it, and this is pretty much the beginning of it. We'll put that upgrade into Bowser's attack.
Magic Koopa!
Huh? Where am I? Bowser, hello! How have you been? I, made it back here somehow, but it seems like I've been brainwashed or something. I can't seem to remember anything. Have I done something wrong?
Don't worry about it. Let's just put it behind us. It's great running into a loyal Koopa Troopa like you.
I'm glad. Looks like you've got some tough new troopers now. But my magic can still help you. Watch this! Ho lakala ukupwa. This magic treasure box will never run out of coins. Just keep on hitting it, so you can crash the Mushroom Kingdom economy. I'll be here if you need me. Come by whenever you need to rejuvenate your HP and magic.
So here deep in Bowser's Castle, we actually, with the Monster Town music, which is actually a really nice touch, just to kind of emphasize the fact that we're like, you know, all together.
You've come to the right person.
It's just kind of a nice touch to show that we're in friendly territory and Bowser is gradually taking back his castle. What are you doing here?
You still hanging around? Oh, you want more items, huh? Since I'm in a good mood. Just remember, I can't always be coming to your rescue, you know? If there's anything more you need, best to buy it now.
And this is where we actually get the final equipment in the game. Hero Shirt for Mario, Prince Pants for Mallow, Star Cape for Geno, Heel Shell for Bowser, and Royal Dress for Toadstool. The Heel Shell is a mistranslation. I think it's actually supposed to be something like Hell Shell or something, since that would be more appropriate to somebody like Bowser. So let's get everybody up with their final equipment. The boosts actually aren't all that big, considering it's only like 6 or 3 points of upgrade. It's really not that big of a deal. And it's really kind of disappointing considering, no, don't put her in the Polka Dress, put her in the Royal Dress. God. And we're going to take this opportunity to buy some mid-mushrooms because we could use the extra healing items for what's up ahead, as well as I think we'll be fine on the pick-me-ups. Okay, that all being done and said, it is time for us to move on to the next room. We're gonna go back through this door.
See ya!
This is the final time in the game you're gonna see Croco, although if you do come back in this room, he's like, oh, and goes back into his shopkeeper position. That's kind of funny. But yes, as Magic Koopa said, you can hit the save block as many times as you want. It's not going to change a thing. Now here in this room, we have one final gauntlet of platforming challenges or something. You gotta get past these thwomps. There's nothing up there. There's a giant thwomp right there who will squish you flat, but won't damage you for real. You can touch these bullet bills for fights against Big Berthas, but we've already seen these guys. You might be wondering, we got ultimate weapons for everybody. We got it from Geno, for Bowser, for Mallow and Peach, but we didn't get one for Mario, aside from the Lazy Shell, which I'm not using. And the answer to that is because it is not available yet, actually. You don't get Mario's ultimate weapon in the 6-door challenge. You don't get it until after. Now we come into this room where it actually looks like we're going to be seeing a repeat of the scene that we had in Bowser's Castle at the very beginning. This repeat of this room.
Oh, so you are the notorious Mario. I'm impressed you made it this far. I didn't think you could. Oh, feisty little fellow, aren't you? But this is the end of the line. Now you've got to deal with me. On guard!
So is this Smithy? Is this the final boss who took over Bowser's Castle? No, his name is Boomer, and he is a shogun, in classic style of samurai in Japan, and actually one of the few instances of a katana-wielding enemy in this game. The King Clinks holding up the chandeliers are gone and replaced instead by Shy Guys, which is an interesting choice, I guess to kind of emphasize the point that you can't attack him or something, I don't know. Not much to say about Boomer. He starts off fairly weak to magic attacks instead of, Sorry about that, had a bit of a distraction. As you can see there, Boomer does have Blast, he does have fairly significant magic attack, by which I mean not really much magic attack at all. He's not bad at it. Now when he's in his red phase, he's actually weak to magic attacks instead of physical attacks. He'll take considerable damage from it instead of physical attacks. He actually switches up his defense a little bit later in the fight, not yet, but he will. In 214, Shaker! That is an instant kill move, but you can block against it and save yourself with 1 HP. I think you can actually do this with most physical attacks in the game. Well, not physical attacks, most like insta-kill moves in the game, like Jinx's Silver Bullet technique. He also has moves like Skewer. He has very high physical attack, of course, as you can see, as he's supposed to be based off of the Japanese samurai, who are known for, you know, brutal, brutal, brutal people. It's a nice way of actually mixing katanas into the mix of the whole thing. In Boomer's official art, he actually does have a Japanese flag on his forehead. For some reason, it's not here, for whatever reason. Once he takes a certain amount of damage, he'll switch over to blue and change up his defenses, so if you try to use magic attacks on him, not gonna do so much against him. Not bad, but his defenses, his physical defenses are gonna turn to crap, and that's where you're gonna be getting most of your damage. But yes, this was a nice way of getting, you know, katanas into the mix with the weapons and the other weapons. And he does hit hard and all that, you know, that kind of like, and a lot of his moves are based on a katana technique, and I guess it's mostly with katanas because katanas are held at the side, and then you draw them, and then the force of drawing it out of the sheath does extra amounts of damage, and that's kind of the technique you can see there. But it doesn't really take much to take this guy down. You only have to hit him so many number of times before he goes down, and he doesn't really do a ton of damage to be particularly threatening. And it's not like I'm over-leveled for this section, but here we are.
Oh! This is absurd. I can't be defeated by them. I won't let this happen. I won't fall in battle. Having an attack. I don't need your sympathy. I am a soldier. I am prepared to go. Take a dive, Chandelier.
Ouch!
See you later, kids.
That's the end of Boomer.
Boomer! Oh, poor Boomer. But not to worry. A little fall isn't gonna hurt ya.
Chandelier is actually the Japanese name for Shy Guys is hi-ho, so Chandelier is the idea.
Alright, Mario. I'll lead you to the top. We must hurry to the appointed place.
These poor Shy Guys.
Hang on tight. And away we go!
And now for something completely different. We have a hoedown. What the hell? I have no words for this.
Increasing speed.
This really just speaks for itself. I don't have to say anything.
Next stop, the top floor. Please fasten your seatbelts and... Wait a sec, there are no seatbelts.
And we get flung into the sky, and with this final shot on Chandelier, we get experience and money. But what happens when we reach the top of Bowser's Castle? Are we going to get a new area to explore? Well, first things first, we're going to level up to level 20, the appointed level. What a very nice level to reach. Level 20 is a nice rounded number for us to reach as we reach the top of Bowser's Castle for the final confrontation. We'll get flung right into a battle. Into a battle with another member of the Smithy gang. The Eyes protecting Exor with Exor. This is not Smithy, this is Exor is his name. A lot of people, when they played Super Mario RPG for the first time, thought that the giant sword was Exor. He has multiple parts you need to attack, all of which have different moves. These 3 parts will heal. You have to take out the eyes before you can take out Exor's head. So, yeah. You kind of want to go for both of them. The left eye only has 300 HP, while the right eye has 500 HP. And Neo Squid, I have no idea what's with the name Neo Squid. The mouth has 800 HP. And for some reason, Venom Drool comes out of its eye. That's super gross. He also has Aurora Flash. Exor, all around, has a lot of status-inflicting moves that will mess you up if you are not ready for them. But that's what we had to freshen up for all this time. So yeah, here we come to what could possibly be the final battle, but which is not, because this guy is not Smithy, and he doesn't have his own unique music, so you know. You can't attack Exor, but we're gonna go for each of these parts piece by piece. Just drill him right in the eye. And of course, this brings us to the logical conclusion of weapon-based bosses. Mac was the daggers, the very paltry daggers, Bowyer was the bow, Yuridovich the spear, Axum Rangers the axes, and now Exor is in fact the sword. The final one. And as you can see, as you're seeing right here, for being a sword, he really, really loves status effects with using with his eyes. But we're going to be spending some time knocking down his eyes and just kind of doing enough damage to them to get to weaken up the main thing, the head. Even though it says Exor's protection is gone, I'm pretty sure you have to destroy both of the eyes. Or rather, you can attack the hilt of the blade, which actually is Exor, but only for half of the amount of damage you would if both eyes were gone. Basically, if you only have one eye out of the picture, it will only do half as much damage as you could do. Bowser is taking a lot of damage because of all these special attacks, so we're going to be using the Max Mushroom on Bowser. I like this little setup we have here with Bowser and Geno. Bowser to get his castle back, Geno because, of course, he is fighting for the safety of the whole world, and with Exor free, we are going to start attacking him for lots of damage, 166, and we can also attack Neo Squid, which I'm also going to do, but you should take advantage of the opportunities you have to attack the skull, especially since Neo Squid, though he does have some potent attacks, will mostly be focused on, like, putting people to sleep and stuff. Don't do that. Anyway, we're going to punch him in the mouth, right in the mouth, because why not? Let's see here. We're going to use Geno Flash because why not? We're in this very epic battle. We can use some epic moves and just shoot them both with a big old cannonball. I mean, if you want to take out the mouth, it makes logical sense to attack both at the same time. And his eye has recovered, so we're going to need to take that out again. Thankfully, once you start taking out parts of the body, it's going to be easier to deal with. Unfortunately, these fools are asleep now, so that's going to be kind of a pain to deal with. Do we have an elixir? I'm sure we had another elixir. I guess I used it. Uh-oh. Looks like we might actually have a bit of a challenging battle here. Let's use, actually, you know what? Let's use a rock candy to just kind of buy ourselves a little bit of time, because Geno and Bowser are asleep. So, and we got ourselves a freebie. Gunk Ball? Don't shoot gunk at me from your eye, that's gross! Geno is unfortunately muted, but at least he's awake again. Flame Wall for a lot of damage. This is a lot harder than the Axum Ranger fight because these parts all heal, and now our HP is kind of getting in the dangerous territory, but we have 3 Kiro Cola, so I'm gonna bust one. Just for the sake of safety. The eye is protecting Exor, and now all the parts are back and functional. Geno is still muted, so he can't really do much about that. Let's try using another rock candy because we got a freebie anyway. And that'll take out one of the eyes. The mouth is still in play, unfortunately, and I kind of want to get that out of the way because now it also uses Water Blast, which, if you'll remember, does a tremendous amount of damage if it hits you. Oh, that's not near as much damage as it used to be in the past. Neo Squid, you really need to just get out of here. That's silly. And Bowser, you really need to wake up. Unfortunately, he is not waking up, so we are going to be using an Able Juice on Bowser to wake him up, because actually we're going to be using an Able Juice on Geno because I don't want him to be muted anymore. Bowser, I would like to wake up, but he's not waking up, so let's use Ultra Jump. Jump on the eyeball. It's kind of hard to get the timing when you hit the top one with Mario's jump, because as you can see, he's all the way up there. But the eye, of course, as you can see, is pretty weak to jump attacks, so that's a nice thing you can do. Bowser is finally awake again. Let's use the Bowser Crush and just squish this whole thing for a good amount of damage. We put out both eyes, and now we have the top left. The top of the Exor left. We've seen most of what Exor has to offer, and now this eye is back in the picture. This damn eye. I think it has a different weakness. I'm gonna check that. Actually, no. Both eyes have a very strong weakness to jumping, so yeah. Use your Ultra Jump in this fight. Totally feel free to use it. They also have a weakness to something else that I just totally forgot. I think it was Thunder. I'm gonna check that too. And actually, it's Fire of all things. So yeah, Mario is perfectly suited to handle this fight. So yeah, that's good to know that Mario is pretty much ready to handle these fools and just shoot fire at them. Gunk Ball is gross. Why do they give the eyeballs the gross attacks like Venom Drool and Gunk Ball and just eye fluids? It's gross, man. But I digress, because we're gonna be setting all of this on fire. You can't be a Smithy without heat, but you can't handle Mario's heat. And now both eyes are out, both the mouth, everything is down, and Exor is completely vulnerable, and since we've seen everything this guy has to offer, I think I'm going to show this off. Of all the bosses in the game, Exor is weak to Geno World. And I think we were getting really close to killing him anyway, so I don't feel bad doing that. And he is defeated. And oh my god. He eats us. But that is the end. We have claimed back Bowser's Castle, defeated Exor, the last member of the Smithy gang? Where are our party members falling now, though? Well, doesn't this look spooky? Do you know where this leads to? It looks like Exor's the contact between the two worlds. In other words, if we follow this road, we'll find Smithy. That's right, we still gotta find Smithy. So, what's keeping us?
Hang on! Hey, I only joined so that I could get my castle back. I'm not gonna get dragged along on this stupid hunt. This is as far as I go. I'm gonna gather my troops and rebuild my castle. And you, Mario, you're an official member of the Koopa Troop. It's your duty to help with the repairs.
Bowser, you're completely missing the point.
What? I ought to rip your stuffing out.
No, think about it, Bowser. This sword connects the two worlds, right?
Yes, so?
Even if we defeat Exor, there will be other weapon beasts to follow him. Your castle is at the entrance point to your world. In short, they'll be back. Is that what you want?
Well... More weapon things coming to take over my castle? What about my privacy? Yikes! This isn't good at all. In fact, this stinks. But I can't just be pals with these cretins. I've got an image to keep up. Well... I've got it! No one insults the Koopa Troop and gets away with it! I've got a bone to pick with this Smithy guy! Come on, Mario, we'll teach him a lesson! I'm so sly.
It looks like we're together on this one. Let's go. And with that, we come to the final level in the game. Smithy's Factory. We immediately come in here and there's gonna be just this dark haze, destruction everywhere, pieces of metal, just scrap metal lying around, bolts from Super Mario Bros. 3, hostile clouds, dissonant music that doesn't really fit in with anything else we've heard so far. It's just a very unpleasant and creepy place, and it's just not a nice place to be. But, if you want to see the further extent of Smithy's Factory as we press on towards the finale of this game, as we have taken back Bowser's Castle, we still need to save the world, and for that, we're going to need to press deeper on. So if you want to see that, then I just hope to see somebody in the next one. Bye-bye!